Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the vehicle. We haven't been in here in a while, but gotta be in here today because basically there's some homeschooling going on, and I live in a shoebox, so there is no other place I can go. So, you know what, guys? I see a lot of stuff going on right now on Facebook, in regards to, I guess in reaction to Obama's farewell speech, and it's kind of resurged this arguing thing that happens during elections, and it's like, now here we go again, and it's just like, okay. And then it brought up this question. I was asking the Lord this question. I was like, Lord, why do we always feel like we have to pick a person to get behind and lift that person up? Why do we do that? Our hearts were made to worship. You see? If you look back over time, you will see that men are always seeking something to worship. Just because you separate yourself from God, that doesn't mean that you become something different than what God made you to be. You still are going to operate according to how God made you. It's just going to be not under his authority and guidance. You're just going to be kind of automated. You're going to be kind of like an automated car. Just because a car separates from its manufacturer, it doesn't become an orange tree. You know what I mean? It's still out there just driving around doing its thing because it's a car, and that's what cars do. They drive, they move it, but it's going to get a lot of damage, and it's going to crash into a lot of things, and it's going to get hurt a lot because it doesn't have a driver, because that's where God is the driver of a life, right? And so you're going to get into a lot of trouble. And so I'm just like, you look at Moses, back in the day of Moses, it's like they wanted to worship Moses. I think that's why the Lord hid his body. Because it's like, man, if I leave the body of Moses to these people, they're going to dip it in bronze and then they're going to worship it and say, oh, we should have followed him. Now we will follow him. Now he's all bronzed and golden. We'll follow him now. We'll worship him. You see? I mean, look at pastors and churches. They're lifted up as figures of worship. Worship leaders, presidents. Back in the day, he wrote a letter to the Corinthians going, why are you trying to lift up me or Barnabas or this person or that person? It's like, don't do that. But why do we do that? Because in our hearts are designed to worship God. And if we separate from God, we're still going to seek something to satisfy that hunger that we have for worship. If you have an addiction, you are worshiping something. If you play video games 17 hours a day, you're worshiping something. If you are working and working and working and working and working, I mean, anything can be out of place. Anything can become an act of worship, because it has you and you are submitting to it. You are being obedient to this thing. This is why Jesus died. Jesus died to give you an alignment, to get you back into the proper place, to bring you back to the original manufacturer, because he knows how to drive you. He knows how to live through you. He knows who you are, and he is the thing that you really do want to worship, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you like what I'm saying or not, it doesn't matter. He is the one. God is the one who should be our source of worship. He should be the one that we're lifting up. Because you know what's really funny? Jesus says, deny yourself, follow me, pick up your cross, and follow me. If you really want to be my disciple, if you really want to learn from me, you got to deny yourself. But it's like this. If we would get behind ourselves and believe in ourselves and promote ourselves as much as we want to do to other people and pastors and other people in our life that we hold to this higher level than ourselves, we might actually accomplish something in life. Okay? I mean, seriously, we take these people and we lift them up and we really try to make them greater than us in our own eyes. It's they have all the answers and they're going to get this done and they're going to do this and this is what's going to happen because they are something super special. If we did that to ourselves, we might actually get something done in our lives. We might actually accomplish something. But if we do that to Jesus, he's going to cause us to just deny ourselves completely. Let's just forget all the investment in yourself. Invest completely in me and hear from me and allow me to invest in you, and then do that which I'm telling you to do, and then you will really live. Okay? Then you will really enjoy life. All the things that you're going about in life, seeking to do, seeking to gather unto yourself so that you might have joy, so that you might have some fulfillment, and then it always deceives you. The drug deceives you. The drink deceives you. The relationship deceives you. The career deceives you. All those other things, they let you down and deceive you because they are not me. If you turn to me and look to me and plug into me, you will have fulfillment. You will have fulfillment beyond what you can possibly ever find in the world or yourself, or by lifting up the next president or the previous president or this pastor or that house prophetess or whatever it is. Quit lifting each other up. Quit lifting other people up. It is not God's will for us to be, parading, every stinking election. It's just like, oh, it's this guy. He's going to get it done. Or of this past election, oh no, it's this woman. I'm with her. It's like, that is just not God's will. If you're a Christian, I don't care whether you're a liberal or conservative or whatever you call yourself. If you're a believer and you truly are a believer, you need to get back to the scripture that says, quit lifting other people up in general. All of it's wrong. It doesn't matter whether you're lifting up the conservative or Republican or liberal choice. The fact that you're lifting them up in your hearts as the hero and the champion, it's like I would love to say you need to lift yourself up to be the hero and the champion of your own life, but that's not biblical either. See, because that's just on the other side of another ditch. And it's like, or it's just in another ditch, not so much another side. It really is kind of the other side of the same ditch, really. It's just lifting yourself up instead of other people. But Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men to myself. That means what he will do for you, what he will impart into your life, what blessing he will pour out on you, you cannot possibly find anywhere else. Any place else. It is amazing just to know the presence of God. That alone is like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. Because when you experience the presence, the manifest presence of God in your life, it satisfies you way more than Thanksgiving could ever hope to do. Okay? When he gives you a gift, it satisfies way more than anything will ever do under a Christmas tree. Okay? Now, does God, see, that's the thing. God knows everything we need. God's not going to make us all super spiritual and then keep us poor and hungry. That's not his will either. That's why so much of my channel is about getting to know who God really is. And so, in light of all the stuff that's going on still politically and will continue to go on until Jesus returns and sets himself up as the manifested physical king that you can actually see with your own eyes, you better be there to see it. You better believe in him now. Get your ticket now. Get that relationship going with him now and endure to the end so that you can live forever with him. Because not everybody's going to live forever with him. Some people, that's a whole nother video. But it's like, I just want to encourage us, whoever is out there who wants to hear this, but particularly us believers, that we should stop elevating ourselves up to this high level. It's like there's us, and then there's the people we elevate, and then there's Jesus. When the truth of the matter is more like this. There's us, then there's Jesus, and then there's the people we elevate. Because I tell you what, you try and go and tell someone who's elevated this pastor up to this spiritual high and holy place that that pastor is really doing something wrong, oh my gosh, that person that's put that pastor in that place of worship, they are ready to kill you. At least punch your lights out. At least. Seriously. And it's like, no, I can prove it to you scripturally, like big time. Not only that, the Holy Spirit will come along and witness with me if you're open to receive it, that this is wrong or that's wrong or this. And it's like, okay, they're men. All these people that we lift up are men and women. It's like they're flawed human beings. I'm just showing you like, well, that's a flaw, and you're believing in this person's flaw, and the thing that they're saying is coming out of their flaw. I'm just trying to help you out. No, they don't receive it like that. They receive it as a high offense, and they are ready to hurt you because you said something about my pastor. I'm like, wow, okay. Well, what will you get that response when people are saying that thing about your Jesus? No. See? So it's like, here we are. Here's Jesus, and then here's the people that we lift up. That's why we got to stop lifting other people up, because the key deception in all of it is that we're actually lifting these people up above Jesus. No, I'm not. Well, the proof will come along, or a test will come along and prove it. It's like, just don't do that, you know? You don't have to make this dramatic, dynamic change. It's just recognize that and go, okay, I'm probably not going to do that, you know? And so I hope this blessed you guys. Lift up Jesus. Come magnify the Lord with me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Okay? See ya.